Hello and thank you for joining me on my colouring quest. So today it's just going to be a fun sort of experimental page. I have these Faber-Castell 6 Gold Faber Aqua Jewel markers, the portrait set, and I just want to test these out basically. And I thought, I have a ton of PDFs and I really like this one, and I thought it's a good picture to test like skin tones out on, but I could also use like the darker brown and that maybe for her hair, and then like just use the whole pack on this page basically. And I also want to try adding this metallic gilding wax, maybe on the stars. I'm not sure yet if I will, but I really need to test this out on a page because I'm not sure how the wax dries, and yeah, I'm not sure. So I thought, why not film and see how it goes basically. Yeah, so this is a page, a Patreon page, I believe. I did not write, oh yeah, Patreon. Sorry, I had another page underneath. This is by Lana Green. But yeah, because I also want to colour that one, but not for this experiment. So now to reposition again. So by Derya Cakirsoy. I honestly don't know how to pronounce the name, but I hope I'm at least close. So yeah, I haven't tried these yet. I've had them quite a while now. I bought them when they were on an offer, and I thought I'd buy the skin tone sets because why not? Oh, what's this inside here? It's got a little leaflet with it. It's like your Faber-Castell. I'm guessing these are the colours that it's available in. So not the whole range of what we're used to if you have like the polychromos or the, what are their watercolour pencils called? Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So not the full range of colours available, but that's okay. So I'm just going to sort of try these by putting them on the paper and just using my water brush. This is just a basic water brush. I don't know if it's got a brand. Probably had a brand on the packaging, but yeah, no clue whatsoever where I got that from. Now I'm trying to think, do I just go straight in for the skin and not even test out what these colours look like on paper? Because I didn't think before starting, and I'm just like, yeah. So what I might do is start light, like maybe these three colours. Do they have names or anything on these? Sand 281. This was vintage pink, which I think will be good for like lips and cheeks. And pale pink 114. What are the other colours? This is apricot 116. That sounds like a good colour to be using on skin. What's it's a skin set. What am I even talking about? And then we have terracotta 186. I always love a bit of terracotta. And burnt sienna 283. From the names, they are colours that I do love to use, like around that sort of area, and I am terrified. So I think this Sand 281, from the packaging, from the lids, looks like it would be the lightest colour. So you get a brush on one end, and then I think it's a fine liner. Yeah, fine liner on the other, which that looks like a chunky fine liner. Let me just check what... Oh wow, yeah, that does look pink. But obviously when you put it on paper they always look slightly different. So let's just check these two a minute. See, that one is now telling me that that might be lighter than that one, but the lids are the other way around. So what do I trust? I'ma just trust the lids. This is going to be like a base layer anyway. Oh yes, that is a good thing. You can put the lid on the other end. So no rolling lids on the table, that's good. Here I go. Oh, they are light, but kind of dark. I feel like I should, they are smooth. Like it's not leaving streaks when I'm putting it next to it. Should I try with the water brush? It is clean, it's just stained. Yeah, I'm not getting anything. Like nothing is moving. It said water soluble on the packet. This ain't working. I think you might have to put it down on like whatchamacallit, a palette maybe first. So yeah, it looks like I'm just going in with a base layer of this because yeah, just to make it all match. So that was interesting. I did think it would move, maybe because this is not classed as watercolour paper. I'm not sure. But this is why we test these things. It literally says water soluble. Aqua brush pens. So I would have thought they would move on the paper. At least a little bit, you know? I wasn't expecting miracles. But yeah, I did expect something. But they are quite smooth, like going on the paper. But I was hoping to be able to blend these together, but this has not given me any hope. Okay, they are a little bit more streaky in wider areas, but that might be a me problem because I always find it difficult doing like larger spaces. Maybe I need to see if I can... It doesn't, does it? I'm not blind. I have my glasses on, I'm not blind. But yeah, maybe it helps a little bit. I'm not sure about this. And yes, my brush is wet. Okay, I can see it making the paper wet, but it's not doing anything to the ink. That is a little bit disappointing. Oh, almost missed an ear. At the very least, it is a nice skin tone. Okay, so I'm gonna put some of this blush pink, was it? Vintage pink, sorry. 195 on her lips. See what colour that looks like. Okay, that was a lot darker than I was expecting, but it looks like it goes. I'm glad I went for the lips first and not the cheeks. I will be going in with pencils. I was going to try and do it without pencils, but I figured at this point I'm going to need to, because I don't think I'm going to be able to blend how I wanted to. I wanted to use them a bit like a watercolour, but in a pen form. That's not going to work, is it? Alright, I've just grabbed a paint palette and I'm going to see if I'm able to scribble it on to the palette and maybe add a bit using the water brush to the cheeks. So maybe that's the way to go. Oh, that works. That works much better. Maybe I need to do it like that. Oh, that's pretty. Maybe I can try and challenge myself to do it all with these pens then. I just need to put it on a palette first, which kind of defeats the purpose of having it in a pen, in my opinion. But you can see the difference in how rich and bold that was in a pen and from the palette. So put a bit on her nose. So yeah, definitely going to take longer than expected. I'm going to scribble a few of these colours onto my palette for a moment. Bear with me. I should have picked a different palette. This one doesn't have that much room. Well, it has the individual wells, but I want to use this flat mixing bit in the middle. Oh, that terracotta is lovely. That the apricot, I cannot even barely see it on the palette, so that's definitely the lightest colour out of the bunch. And that pale pink is also very light, so I don't know if I'll be using those. So basically I put them on the palette like this, and I'm gonna go in with some darker shadows with this brown. Ooh, pretty. Yeah, really does defeat the purpose of having them in a pen, but they do seem like good colours. So that is okay for now. You do not get much time to work with them after you've added it onto the paper, which is a little bit disappointing, but that could be again the type of paper I'm using. A little bit of this. Oh, that is pretty. This is going to take forever. Pink again up here. Just want to make sure her cheeks properly blushed. This is going to take a lot of work. I was hoping this would be a quick page. Oh my gosh, why did that just blob and not spread at all? Oh, that's unfortunate. Why? I'm confused. It was fine in the other places. That may have been too much water. Definitely too much water, but I'm trying. Yeah, I think I picked the wrong paper to test these on, if I'm honest. But we will see how it dries. Like I said, I can go in areas with pencil. It's not like it's the end of the world if I don't do the whole page with them. They will look a lot different when they are dry. Keep forgetting what pen is which colour. Yeah, I'll have to like wait for it to dry and then see where I've got to add more, basically. I need more of this pinky colour. It really does defeat why put them in a pen but not make them workable in a pen. I forgot I have to do that right away then. And now I'm going to have a line there, aren't I? my paper is going a bit warped. We'll see how it dries. You can normally flatten them out after you've finished anyway, so it should be okay. Looks a bit evil because I've gone dark around the eyes. I think she'll be fine. Like I said, once it's dry it'll probably look a lot lighter anyway. Get some more. That is annoying as well, having to keep putting the pen onto the paper. Onto the palette, sorry. Can still see all the streaks in that forehead. Oh, not good. That neck needs to be dark. Something's just fallen off, like a ghost in the room. Oh, and I forgot I need to do the ears again. Doesn't last long on the palette. It really doesn't. Right, I'm gonna have to let that like fully dry. So I think I'll come back to this tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like process this. Process the process. I mean, she doesn't look bad, but she is a bit patchy. Like this part here and this part up here. But I know I can fix it with pencils, but I kind of wanted to be able to use these pens and not have to sort of use pencils. but that doesn't seem to, yeah, that doesn't seem to, yeah, that's not going to happen. Yep, nope. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, so as you can see, I have spared everybody the torture of watching me colour the hair and the stars. that was painful. I literally just took the pen for the hair and went in the same direction for the most part as what the hair was flowing in. So, because I knew it was going to get streaky no matter what I did. So I didn't even add water to that. I just used it straight out of the pen because I thought I'll be there for a million days if I'm like scribbling the pen on the palette and then adding it to the hair, and I was just like, yeah, no. So now you get to watch me fix this page with coloured pencils because there is no way I'm leaving it like this. And as you can see, the pens on the face did dry a lot lighter than when they were wet. So that's something to keep in mind. Right, so I'm going to colour the hair because it looks awful, basically. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Just a moment. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so hair. It's a mess. It's a mess. So I've got my Castle Art, the soft series pencils, the original Castle Arts, and then as normal my black and white are the Faber-Castell Polychromos. So yeah, I've got here the Burnt Umber number 068, and I'm just going like, how is this even going to look? Who knows how it's going to turn out. It may turn out okay because I'm used to putting pencil on top of pens anyway, but it's never normally this streaky. But like I said, hair has texture anyway, so it might work in my favour, hopefully, maybe. But at least the layer of pen is there. It does help speed up the process. And I do have marigold here. I was wondering if it would look nice on the sort of highlighted areas to give her more of a golden brown hair. And then black for the deeper parts. But, oh gosh, I did know that I sharpened that too much for how much pressure I normally have on these pencils. Like, sometimes I'm really light-handed, and then other times, I don't know what comes over me, but I just, like, have the power. Yeah, and the pencils don't stand a chance. Right, so that's pretty much how we're gonna look. Dark brown. Yeah, I almost gave up on this this whole page. I was like, I think if this wasn't like a video, this would have gone in the bin. But I had already put so much effort into like filming and stuff, so I was like, let's just finish the page. Not every page is perfect. Everybody has those pages that they do not like. I like to try and salvage my pages, which is what I'm trying to do now, but sometimes it feels like a bit of a lost cause. So I'm going to do all these darker areas first because I like doing the darker areas. It makes the lighter areas stand out more as well because you've got the contrast and your highlights. One thing I have noticed this month though is my colouring mojo seems to be back. Like February and January it was near enough non-existent, and I could kind of tell from the colouring they did do that I wasn't like fully there. Like the pages, I liked them and everything, but at the same time I could tell it wasn't, my sort of focus was off. And oh no, my nail varnish has caught on something and peeled. Great. I'm going to remove that. That came off so easily. Like, that shouldn't come off that easily. But now I'm on a... It's a powder that you put on, and I don't know, I must have caught my finger on something. Anyway. What was I doing? Right, next dark location. I want to do this one. This part by the ear. Yeah. But now that I have messed up this page, pretty much, like, I'm not scared of ruining it anymore because it already got that far in my eyes. So the only way is up. We have been having some lovely weather recently. Like, you get the odd little shower, but then you have like bright sunshine. Like literally, when I'm on my way home from work and walking after I got off the bus, like literally I'm boiling. I'm like, but in the mornings it's still cool. Like some mornings are still frosty or foggy. So in the mornings you're taking like your coat and whatnot, but then by the time you're coming home you're like, I really wish I didn't bring this coat. But it's like, do you plan what you're wearing for like what survival, heat or cold? And I will always pick to take my coat, because on the way home I can carry my coat if at all necessary. And I say coat, but it's my work fleece, so yes. But yeah, it is getting to the time of the year where you're like, almost time to change what you're wearing. Like, I always keep an umbrella in my bag, like always. This is England, you need an umbrella. People that don't have umbrellas, I've never understood. Like, like the amount of people you see that are just walking in the rain. I don't get it. I think I've said it before, but like when I've picked my niece up from school before, and like the parents will have like umbrellas for the child but absolutely nothing for themselves, and it's like, you've bought it for your child so you know that it's planning to rain, yet you're there in just a t-shirt and jeans, and now it's raining, and why? Like, I don't know. I mean, a lot of them do come in the car. I'm guessing that is the main reason, but some of them aren't in a car. And some of them have got to walk home. And yeah. Like, I see movies where people like get caught in the rain and stuff. And it's like all these romantic things. And I'm like, yeah, that's never gonna happen to me. I've got an umbrella. I don't think that happens in real life anyway. Like, does it? I went off on a really weird side note there, didn't I? Not colouring related at all. It is true though, some of the things you see in movies and you think, has that actually happened to somebody that they thought, oh, let's add it to the movie because it was like a good experience? Or do they not happen, which is more likely for some of them? Yeah. It's weird though, because when I'm watching anything in English, I prefer like action, fantasy, adventure, like sort of situations. But when I watch anything like from Asia, I prefer the romantic ones, which is strange. Why? For one, I mean, most of their dramas do involve romance. I will say that anyway. Like, even if you watch a medical one, a medical drama, it will have a relationship in it. They are very relationship orientated, which is fine by me, because I like watching them, just not English ones. Like, sometimes you see as well, this has nothing to do with the dramas, but like The Masked Singer, I watched it for years, the original South Korean one, and I cannot watch the English version. Like, I cannot. Like, it doesn't seem right to me because I'm used to like the layout and setup and stuff for the Korean one. I don't know. I only ever saw clips for like the first season, so I don't know if it's changed or anything, the English version, but yeah, I couldn't bring myself to watch it. It was weird. Because I thought, when I heard about it started, I thought, yes, I'm gonna love it. And then I couldn't watch it. It's like Squid Game though, I haven't watched that yet. Everybody says it's good. But I had the unfortunate mistake of being at my brother's, going to watch it, and it's on Netflix, right? I think so. And I clicked on it to watch it, and I couldn't for the life of me figure out how you change it from the dubbed version to the subtitle version, because I cannot watch things that are dubbed. I like to read my subtitles, like, because it's like watching two completely different shows if you're watching it with the dub. So yeah, I couldn't figure out how to change it to subtitles. I think I have now since figured it out, but yeah, I watched like 10 minutes of the first episode and of the dub. I couldn't. I really couldn't. Because when you've watched anything that's in Korean for as long as I had, like I've been watching them since 2009, and you get, like, in general I don't fully understand Korean, obviously, like languages and me do not mix, but I also like subconsciously you sort of pick up on words and phrases and what they mean. And some when it's dubbed and that, and I just can't. I will say no more. I don't know if anybody else has that, or do you prefer the dubbed version because you can't read the subtitles? Because I know there are people that struggle to keep up with subtitles when they're watching something. I actually quite like this hair. maybe there's hope for it after all. I do need to sharpen my brown though. Yeah, looking at the hair now, it's not a complete disaster at this very moment in time. Like, this bit looks nice, the rest of it may not. Like, this bit, I'm not sure what way it's meant to go. Like, this looks like it's flowing down there, so I'm going to do that. But then this bit, I kind of lost where the shading had been put. I think it's like this, but I could be wrong. Ooh, one thing I do want to watch is, what's it, Death of a Unicorn? Ooh, I saw a trailer for that, and that looked good. Right. Let's try making this look somewhat like hair. And like I said, I'm not really sure on this bit what it's supposed to be doing. This marigold does make it glow more. Just go over with the burnt umber a bit more. That I'll have to do because that's all it's getting. Got a bubble tea and it's really nice. Although it's the fruity popping balls, not the tapioca. I don't like them. I had one, didn't like it. I like the flavour of the drink, which was the part that I thought I wasn't going to like, but the actual tapioca pearls, I couldn't drink it. But the fruity ones, love them. So every now and again, I buy a couple. I have the, what's it called? Bubbleology. You can buy it in B&M here in the UK, like individual packets. Or I first got the cup, and it came with one drink with it. That's how I first tried it. Yeah, I hadn't had it before, but you always hear people talking about bubble tea. Well, I do anyway. So I finally tried it and I liked it. But I don't have it very often. It's not like my favourite drink. It would be if it was, if they sold them in like boxes, like you get tea bags. Like you get like, you could get like 5 drinks in a box or something. I would buy it. But it seems that you can only sort of buy them individually. And it works out quite pricey if you buy too many. So that's why I just stick to a couple. So I had one last week and now I've just got one this week. That seems to be enough for me anyway. But yeah, it's the one I have today is passion fruit with strawberry flavour. the other one which I like more is was it mango with lychee? Oh, that I do like lychee flavour things. I like fruity flavour things, to be honest, as long as they're not lime. I'm not a fan of lime. Lemon's okay as long as it's in small doses. But, oh, I cannot stand lemon and lime, like, together. Except for, like, because isn't Sprite lemon and lime? I don't mind Sprite, but, like, as long as it's not too strong. Like citrusy fruits. I prefer berries. Berry sort of flavours. Oh, and cherry. Cherry's the best flavour. Anything that's cherry flavour. Although when it comes to milkshake, I'm boring. I love vanilla milkshake. Although banana milkshake was my favourite for a long time, but then I found this really nice vanilla one, and it's delicious. So after I find that, I feel sorry for banana milkshake because I rarely buy it now. Right, onto this flowy bit. I don't really have a plan for where I'm adding my shadows and stuff. I'm just sort of winging it. And I don't know what I'm doing with these stars yet. I just put the sort of orangey colour on it because I didn't have a yellow or anything. But I was thinking that maybe, or maybe not, depends how I feel by the time I get to the stars. I have this building wax that I still need to try out on something. Oh my gosh, dropped my pencil. Yeah, so I want to try that gilding wax out on something, so I thought, like I said, I've already messed this page up, so why not this page? Like, I don't know if it'll be the whole of the star, probably not, maybe just like the lines, the line work for the stars or something. But I will figure that out when I get there. I don't think that will be today because there's a lot of hair here. I still need to shade her skin. I'm not leaving it that sort of pale. It's not a pale in a way that I could leave it. Like, I need to darken up the shadows. I cannot. And this bit here, like, it's just patchy. Yeah, so as you can tell, I am not a fan of those pens on this paper. I probably will try them out on some other paper. Probably won't film it, but I might give an update in the future if I do try. But yeah, I can't see them becoming my favourite thing to use. I would just put it that way. I think it's because I'm a bit more used to how actual watercolour paint works, that now, like, using the pens is too many steps when you can't actually put it on the paper and move it when it's like that. Yeah, adding it to the palette really did put me off using them. If you've used them before and have no problem with it, how did you get them to work for you? Let me know your secrets. Today is the day that Kirby's book is officially released, Dark Fairy Tales, so I need to get that. I will have a look in town tomorrow, and if I can't see it in any shops, which I'm thinking it's not going to be just yet, I don't know, could be wrong, I'm hoping I find it in one, because I prefer to pick books up in a shop than get them delivered, because I can guarantee that I'm not going to get anything like bent out of shape or dinged on the edges, because I can just carry it home. But if it's not in the shop, I will need to order it, because that is one that I really want to try colouring in. And I was supposed to finish my other Kirby whips whilst waiting for this book to be released, but that did not happen. It did not. I mean, I still have time, but yeah, it's just not going to happen. They are literally sat on my desk, his other books that I've started in, and yeah, I have to, they're whips that have been whips for quite a long time, so getting back into them seems to be very difficult. Oh my gosh, that hair's gonna take forever. Should I switch to doing the face? Because you can kind of see what I'm doing with the hair. I kind of want to colour her face in for a minute. Let's do it. I did put aside a couple of colours earlier, but I didn't sharpen them. Right, so here I have the Chinese Orange, number 26, and Cadmium Red, number 24. So I don't know if this will go or not, but I want a bit of this in her cheek area. It's the Chinese Orange. I don't need to go over the whole of her face, I don't think. I can leave the sort of highlights, but I want to deepen up and brighten up some areas. I definitely need to go over her eyelashes. But if I can at least blend some of this, that would be really helpful. Go over the little bits of grayscale, because I can still see that through the pens. I am pressing down fairly lightly. See, I can press down lightly when I want to. Just doesn't always last. Again, just following the grayscale with this colour really. see, I like it better already, and I know when him finished, just getting rid of the grayscale. I don't like seeing the grey through, like when you've actually got a colour on it, because you're not supposed to be able to see the grey. It's just there as an indication of where your shadows should be. Unless you want grey shadows, then by all means carry on. Right, I do have that cadmium red, just for, this is what I'm going to be putting on the lips more than anything, but I want a bit in her cheek area, and then I will blend it out with a lighter colour, which I haven't chose yet. Put a bit in her eyelids. They're not eyelids. Are they eyelids? My brain has lost it. Eyelids. Like, that's the eyelid, the actual eyelid. What's that bit called? My brain. I should know this. Help. This is such a pretty illustration, and I felt so bad when those pens like ruined it. That was like one of the reasons I couldn't bring myself to chuck it away. Like, I know I could reprint it and colour it differently, but I like the process, and I feel like if I'm not making mistakes, then I have nowhere to learn from. And I don't mind making mistakes. I think I make mistakes every time I colour something. It's just the extent of the mistake. Ooh, she's very red now. Okay, I need to stop with this red, but at the same time have a bit of red in other places, because else it will look like she doesn't, her head wouldn't belong to her neck. And we don't want that. That is a reason why I colour all the skin at the same time. I've seen people, and they're okay at they'll get it matching, but they'll colour part of the skin and then they'll go off and colour something else, and I'm like, I'll forget how much of each colour I was using. Like, how much pressure was I using on this colour? How did I use this first or did I use this first? Because the order of which you use your pencils can make a difference on how the colours look. And then I'm like, yeah, I can't do that. I would have like a really dark face and then the body would not match at all. Okay, I'm going to add a bit of this marigold that I put in her hair for some of the highlighted areas. Why not? Because I figure these stars will emit some light, right? It's not my main focus for this illustration to be light, but it's fun to add some. Why not? Like I said, I've already messed up, so it does not matter. If you are not seeing this video, then you don't know anything about it anyway. So if it well and truly messes up, this won't be posted, probably. Or I might just show it as this absolutely fluffed up. If you need something to make you laugh, watch till the end. But I think I can salvage it to some extent. It's like rhubarb and custard. Right. Oh dear. Oh, I apologise. My brain works in mysterious ways. It keeps me going though. If you can't laugh at yourself, you're gonna live a bit of a dull life. Right, now I think I'm going to add some of the brown that I put in her hair. Why not? Why not use colours I've already used in the darker shadows? And then I'll just need a lighter colour to blend things together, and we should be on our way. Do I want to blend it? I don't want to use white. I think I need some sort of light flesh sort of colour. Still have to do the lips, so it might not look completely right until after they're done anyway. And obviously I still like this half of the face is looking better because I think it's because it's next to the hair that's already coloured. Like it's got that contrast going for it. Whereas the other side I've not done much yet, so I'm trusting the process. You've got to trust the process if you're doing anything like that involves like art or anything really. Alright, I'm just going to put some black in those nostrils because they are throwing me off. And I am just going to go over the eyelashes because they're far too grey. Probably should have sharpened my pencil first, but hey ho. I'm not going to do inside the eyes yet because I want to do the pupils first. Yeah. Sorry, I don't want to do the pupils first. Oh dear. I want to be able to add the colour first. Alright, so I need to find that lighter colour to blend it. I've just got here Fleshlight number 20. I figured that'll do the job, right? Let's start with the forehead. It might be a bit too orange. Oh well. Oh, it's quite yellow, isn't it? Maybe I'll get the white in as well. I go over the darker bits with this and then the lighter bits with the white. It might equal itself out. Even itself out. Either that or should just look radioactive. Which she's with stars. So again, might not be that bad. After I've done the skin, I will take a break. I think I need to sharpen this. I've sharpened too much, I can tell. Wait for the break. I'm trying not to press too hard, but I did seriously over sharpen it. That was a little breakage. We may get away with it. But because I'm smushing together, it is a slightly heavier hand that I'm using. Gives it quite a nice skin tone actually, doesn't it? I like adding the little, well, trying to add the little bits of light recently in the skin. It makes it look more realistic. Like just random light. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but like I said, I have to make mistakes to be able to learn how to do it properly. Well, in a way that works for me. So I do not mind. Forget the ear. Surprised I haven't already. Well, it definitely looks better with the pencil on it. Right. Sorry, drink break. White now for those lighter areas. Ooh, ooh, that looks good. Look at the white show up. I love it. I love it when white does its job. Highlight. So pretty. And this is why I stick to the Faber-Castell black and white, because I know I can get what I want from it. Although, saying that, I've recently bought some Posca pencils and they're black. It's solid as well. Right, I am probably going to use them in a video next, the next video that I plan to do. I also had someone ask if I could show how I colour like a portrait. I know this is a portrait, but I think they meant just with pencils. So that's what I'm going to do, hopefully, and that will be a Lana Green page, PDF. Oh, I love it with the white. It worked. Add a bit there. It really brought the face to life, didn't it? Is it showing up on camera? Not quite as much as I see it in person, but I'll take it. So yeah, I'm going to... Oh, I didn't do this eyelid. Nice. So yeah, I'm going to take a break now. I don't know if I will come back and finish the hair, or if I'll colour the hair and then come back and do the rest. We will see. As you can see, I've gone ahead and finished off all the hair. It does look so much better now than when it was just the marker. So that has been saved, and I do genuinely like the page now, how it's going at least. So next I'm going to be doing her eyes, and I think I'm just going to stick to colours I've already used. So I've got the Chinese orange, number 26, and I'm just going to go in the eye to add some darker areas. My Dark Fairy Tales copy arrived today, which is good. This is cadmium red. I just want her just have a little bit of that. It won't be fully noticeable. And then black. Where are you? There you are. Black really does make everything come to life. And then white. We need some white in her eyes. I think I will also want yellow. I don't have a yellow here, so just give me a moment. I just picked one randomly. I haven't even looked what it looks like. So hopefully it goes. Oh. I'm not having much luck here. I just broke the lead in the sharpener. I'll pause a moment while I sort it out. Okie dokie, all better. This is Golden Yellow Deep, number 6. I just want to add a bit of that in. And where is the Posca pen? Because I need my Posca pen when doing eyes. I don't even know where to add it, I just add it wherever I want. These ones look quite high, the ones that were already there, but I'll leave them. So next I need to do her lips. And I've got that cadmium red, number 24. So I'm going to try not to put my hand in the Posca blend, but I'm going to go over the shadows that are already provided to start with, and then I will just colour how I normally would go about colouring lips. I think it's always nice to have a bit of grayscale on the lips to give you a starting point, because sometimes it's like, depends on the person, the illustrator's style. Sometimes it's quite simple to think, oh yeah, that's the way I need to colour that. And then other times I'm like, yeah, nothing is working. So that's gone over all of the shadows. Now I want to get a bit of my black and add it in those bits where I want the darker shadows to be. Normally like the corners of the mouths and just these bits, but I never join the whole of the mouth up with a black line because it then makes it just lose its shape. So I just have a bit here and there. Sometimes I do add too much or in the wrong place, but it's okay. I'll live with it, you know. And then I'm going to get my cadmium red again. Oops, gosh, I dropped that. Ooh, luckily it never landed with the lead facing the paper. And I'm just going to sort of blend out the black slightly. And go in those areas that are not quite as dark as the black, but they still need to be darker than the lightest it's going to be. Right, and now I want my white. Just gonna go over those lighter areas a moment. Oh gosh. If that doesn't happen at least once when I'm colouring. It happens more often though when I'm filming than if I'm colouring just for me. I don't know if sitting at this desk gives me like different pressure when I'm colouring, I'm not sure. So now I've got the cadmium red again, and I'm going to go over some of the white areas and it will just, well, turn them a lighter colour than, you know, right? So it's not too obvious. And then I will add a couple of white Posca dots because that's what I like to do. But just in, and then when they dry I will go over with, oh, I don't like that one. I'm just going to get rid of that. I don't really like that one either, to be honest. And then I'll go over with the red again when it dries. But I feel like this needs to be in her eyes a bit. I didn't really colour that in, did I? There's the white, just blend it out. You know, because sometimes in the corners you get slightly pink. I'm just going to gently go over these dots. That's the lips done. So it doesn't take long when I'm focused. Next I'm going to do her earrings. Now I'm just going to stick with colours I already have here, and I'm still going to stick with this cadmium red that I've just been using for and put it over the bits that are grayscaled. So it's going to be like a pinky red jewel earrings, maybe. Hopefully it will look okay, because they are hearts anyway, so having them with a pinky red, it's not going to look too disastrous. Disastrous. I can't say it. Disastrous. Why doesn't it sound like disastrous? I feel like I'm missing something, but yeah, I'm missing a brain is what it is. So I'm just going to go over parts with that, and then I'm going to do the white first and then the black, because I don't want the white to muddy up the black. I mean the black to muddy up the white. And I will be going over every single black line with my white Posca pen. So the black, just here and there, you know. I'm not good at jewels as it is, but when they're this small, it's difficult. Every time I say the word difficult, I just get the Matilda scene where they're spelling difficulty. To be honest, that like sticks in your head if you ever struggle to spell difficulty. You can just sing that song. Things are easier to remember when they're in a song form. But then when you actually try to remember songs that you want to remember, you can't. It's just those ones that are catchy. Okay, I'm not going over all of the lines. I'm sort of just randomising it, really. Like, I'm not joining the lines up. They'll do. I'm not, like I said, they're only small anyway, so I'm happy with however they end up looking. Do the dot in that. Plus with this page, we've already established I messed it up long ago and have since lost needing it to be perfected. So that's good. When I do a page in the Kirby book though, oh, I'm going to be taking my time. I have a story about the Kirby book as well, but I will wait until I film my first page. I have put a poll up to help me choose the first page because my gosh, every page is stunning and I cannot choose. So I chose like 3 single pages. I have stayed away from the double pages for the moment. So yeah, that will be up for... I'm hoping to get this video up today as well. Today is Sunday, Mother's Day here, and yeah, so I'm hoping this will be finished and I can get this put together and put up. So next I'm going to be colouring the stars. Let me just move you up so you can actually see them. And I'm going to take my brown first. I cannot remember, burnt umber I think it was, like my name of the colour has gone, but it's number 68 in the Castle Arts. So I'm just going to go over very lightly some of these darker areas. I don't want to use black, which is why I'm using brown. so just very lightly. And then I think I'm going to take that golden yellowy colour I had a moment ago. The weather today here is sunny. I don't know if it's affecting my lighting or not. I don't think so, because I did pull a curtain over, but only one. So hopefully that's okay. I have got my light on as well, because our shadows come from all sorts of places. If I don't put the light on to sort of stabilise the shadows. Yeah, it should be okay. But the weekend flies by too fast. It's Sunday and almost Monday again. I'm looking forward to my holiday, but it's in May. But it's getting closer and closer, so I will be happy. So yeah, May. I should still be able to do some sort of video, because my holiday's near the end of May. So all things go well, that should be okay. Right, so I've added the brown, now I want that yellow. What was it? Golden Yellow Deep number 6. And on the edges, around the edge, is where I'm thinking of trying out this gilding wax. So, like I said, this page, it's not going to be my favourite. I don't hate it anymore. Like I hated it when I just had that marker down. But yeah, I am hopefully going to test that out on here. And yeah, we will see how that works. My main concern is how long it takes to dry, how well it shows up on the page, and whether I would be able to use it in a book. Like if it, because some things like that, they dry but still rub off, don't they? So this is going to be tester page. I'm only testing the gold one though. I feel like I don't need to test both of them because they're the same product, just a different colour. I'm going to take my white, go in the middles of these to start with. Notice how I haven't gone over these ones down there because I do want to actually add black to this. I have decided to add black. Don't know if that looks okay, but hey ho. I want a little bit more white on this because I wish I didn't do them orange, if I'm honest. But I mostly did them orange because I thought of that gold. I have just decided to go over it all with white, if you're wondering. It's looking a little bit strange to me. It's probably going to look even stranger now, but... And if it doesn't look okay with just the gold on the edge, I may add some sparkle on there. Because when in doubt, sparkle it out. It's either when in doubt, black it out, or when in doubt, sparkle it out. So now I have to have the courage to actually use this gilding wax. So this is what it looks like. So it is shiny. It's called Rich Gold. They must have, I think they have 2 different golds and then a silver that you can get. I have a small brush here, if I can open it. Oh, it doesn't need to be opened. It just slides out. Yeah. It does say to apply to your surface with either a soft cloth or a, what is it, a soft cloth? A lint-free cloth or a soft brush. So obviously I'm opting for the brush option. I've just got a thin brush. I haven't wet it or anything, it's just dry. But I might need to wet it, but it says it's wax. Quite hard, if I'm honest with you. Let's try and... This is going to ruin my brush. I have like a million of these, so I bought I think it was a pack of 10 or something. Yeah, that is not keeping its point. I'm just going to get a little bit of water. Hopefully it'll be okay. Yeah, I don't think this brush is going to work. Like, I literally had to smush it in. It looks really pretty on my finger though. Because yeah, I tried just on a little sticky note I got here and it doesn't... So yeah, it doesn't keep its point, which is kind of what I need for on there. So I'm going to try a different paintbrush a moment, so I will be back. I have come to the conclusion that this will not be good for precise work using a paintbrush, because I tried a couple and yeah, it does not, it just smushes it onto the paper. So I think it would be okay for like large areas if you had like one of those cloths, because you can sort of smush it around, but since this is like line work, I'm not going to use it. As much as I am open for experimentation with this page, I'm not willing to do that to it, you know? So just a moment. Okay, instead of the gilding wax, I recently also bought a couple of different colours of the Stickles glitter gels. This one is called Supernova, and let me open it up. These are stunning. If you just see that bit on the lid, don't know if the light is gonna pick it up, but it does look good on there. It's like a gold, but it's got those sort of tealy bluish colour also in there, and a bit of silver. So I'm going to put that over the stars, and yeah, that will just be it, I think. I am so not prepared. Right, so I've got my paintbrush, because I will apply this with a paintbrush, because it does work that way. So I'm just going to take it off of the lid for now, because I'm not going to waste that. Oh, that is very sticky. That is a gel. So I'm just going to mix that up because, yes, and then I will just plop it on and spread it out, I think. Oh, this actually has stars in it. Oh, I didn't know that. So it's got the normal glitter, round shapes, and it's got stars in it. Oh, that's cool. So I'm putting stars on stars. Well, you can't go wrong with that, can you? Let me just put on this bit over here. I'm only adding a thin layer. I did add a different colour onto my other page, and that actually, I found it dried faster than normal stickles, which I thought this would take longer to dry, because I was leaving it overnight, and then before I went to bed, I like touched it, which I shouldn't have touched it, but it was dry, and it had only been like, I don't know, nowhere near as long as I normally have to wait for stickles. Trying to get a couple of little shapes on there. Right, you're probably seeing this better than me at the moment, because I am not at a great angle to see the sparkle. So hopefully it's there. Now I'm going to use it out of the pot. Look at how goopy it is. That is cool. Just mix it up a little bit. It's probably because of the stars that are in it. Like, everything sticks together, doesn't it? Yeah, I honestly didn't know it had stars in. I mean, I think it must have been this colour that I saw on Kate's Colour in Haven. I think that's where I first saw these glitter gels, and they are quite pricey for like glitter, but when they're this pretty, then I don't mind paying the price. It's not something you buy every day. So yeah, I got 3 different colours, I think it was. This one, was it Moon Dust? Is that what it was called? And then the black one, I can't remember what it's called. Let me just get it. It's this one, Dark Matter. Look at how pretty that is. It's got like pink, blue, green. It's got a bit of everything in there, but yeah. I thought this Supernova one would look best on these stars. And like I said, I'm glad because it's actually got stars in it. There was one more colour that I wanted to buy, but I thought I'd see how I like these ones first. There are also a couple of colours which I wasn't fussed about having. I think, was it a red one? I didn't know where I would use that other than a Christmas page, and I don't colour many Christmas pages, so for now that one is not on the top of my list of things to buy. Alright, let's do this. I'm going to try and leave that star in the middle of this, because that would look cool if I can. because it is quite thick, it is difficult. Oh, I don't want another star in there. It's quite difficult to be precise. Let's put that star on there for now. Like small areas are more difficult, it seems, to get precise glitter. That little blue bit there. Right, now a little bit for this one. Like this one, it doesn't need a star in the middle. I just thought that little one could have a star. I don't know if anybody has any tips of applying this to your page, or because the only way I can think of it is with a paintbrush. I kind of decided to put that star in the middle. I think that's gonna about do it. Let's see how it looks on the camera. Oh, it looks sparkly on the big one. Obviously, because there's more on it, and the light is hitting it at the right angle. So if I just look, yep, they look pretty. I am missing a little bit off of this bit down here though. I can notice that isn't sparkling at all. So if I just take a little bit, just plop it on here. I think I was scared to go too close to the edge, probably. There we go. That will do. Nice and sparkly. And I think I'm going to call this page done now. But I do want to test those water pens on different paper, because I don't want to say, oh gosh, they're awful, if it's just because of the paper that I've used them on. So if you just give me a moment, I will set up another page to test them out on. Okay, I'm back again. So this is an illustration by Kevin Teo Art. It is the Cancer illustration from the Astro Kawaii. And this I have had printed on watercolour paper. So I'm just going to lay some of these down in the background and see if I'm able to use them with the water brush pen. And if they still don't like work as you would expect, because I don't expect them to work exactly like watercolour. I'm not that hopeful, but you should be able to like at least blend colours next to each other, or like spread the colour out, if that makes sense. Because I don't have it anymore because I threw it away. On the packaging it does show them looking like watercolour, don't they? So I'm just going to take the lids off of these two. It is the burnt sienna and the terracotta, and I'm just going to do a little bit in the corner. I'll probably paint over this with like acrylic paint or something when I do come to colour this page, but it's something I already had printed on watercolour paper, so I thought, why not? So I'm just going to put a little bit of dark. Oh, these do feel wetter on this paper, if I'm honest, like even just putting it down like this. And then next to it I'm going to do some of this. Oh, yep, okay, I think it was the paper. Even just like this, you can see them blending together a bit, can't you? So I'm going to take the water brush pen and just... Oh, okay, yeah, it was definitely the paper. So Oh, that's actually quite pretty. So yeah, it's all about the paper you're choosing with these pens. They did not like the Nina cardstock. Oh yeah, that's definitely much better. And look, that was a big space to fill, and it's already like that. I might actually carry this on a bit. Because that's actually quite pretty. Yeah, look at the difference on actual watercolour paper. So much better. Yeah, just forget I ever said anything about them at the beginning. I'm glad I did decide to show you, because I know for me, if I watch a video and see something not working, then I'm not going to ever want to buy it, am I? So what do you think then? Much better. Much better. Just add in a bit of this down so I can blend it out a bit better. Oh, what did I do? I was supposed to grab the water brush pen. What a plonker. Yeah, that was a me problem, not a pen problem. It's okay, just blend that out, don't we? As you can see though, really working so much easier. So paper does definitely matter. If you have tried these and you were like, yeah, they're not working for me, go and try them on different paper if you still have them. Because I almost threw these away. I'm not joking. Like, I was getting ready to throw them in the bin or put them in a charity shop bag. I'm not really sure where I'm going with this background, but yeah, just splodgy, watery colour effect will do for me. Right, I'm grabbing the water brush pen this time. And from experience with the other paper, that dried really a lot lighter, didn't it? So I will see if these dry lighter, like that much lighter on this paper as they did that paper, because they are the same colours. So but yeah, even just without the water they blend slightly, which I didn't expect that much. and more water. Give it a little squeeze. Because they hold so much water in the barrel, don't they? And then, oh, I dripped that. I think I've got too much colour on my brush, I need to dab it off. Why didn't I keep a tissue? Just blend that in before it starts to look patchy. Yeah, it's not going to be the best background, but it's fun. What are they in her hair? They look like French fries to me. And I can't think of anything else that they could be. I think I'm probably just hungry. But yeah, I'm seeing them as French fries. I might end up like adding like glitter paint or something over this background when it comes to colouring it, because I don't think I'll finish colouring this now. I have other pages I want to be colouring. It has to be a big section. Pull the colour out, because I can actually do that on this paper. Like, seriously. I need to remember not to use watercolour on that Nina cardstock. Like, not unless it's like in a different form. Like, not these pens. It's my main. I think I still prefer actual watercolours in an actual paint form, but like if you were travelling somewhere and you wanted to take something that was watercolour, then, well, I would probably still just take a small pan, but like if you wanted something less messy, these are definitely worth a thought. Yeah, I'm not good at this. I didn't put any of the orange colour this side, did I? Let's see how it does with going over it. See, I just went over that, it's got the water on it, and it hasn't damaged the paper or the pen. So, but I did just chuck my pen across the... At least it was a water brush pen and not the actual colour. That would have been bad. Yeah, I do like it when you blend out corners from being dark to light. So that's going to happen in this corner as well. My tummy keeps grumbling. It's definitely seeing French fries in that hair, you know. Why do I see them as French fries? Are they supposed to be French fries? Probably not. Would I be colouring them as French fries? Probably. If the next time I look at this page and I'm still seeing them as French fries, then they are most probably going to be coloured as French fries. I don't know if I'm still in the camera. I'm going to do it dark underneath the crab. Just a bit of that down there as well. Don't put my hand in it. It's still wet up there. Just took a bit of the paint off. I can't remember what watercolour paper this is. Yeah, I have a few different types, and I think this one was out of a book or a block. Like, I took the pages out. I didn't buy individual sheets, but I can't remember which one it was. But it's taken these pencils lovely. Pencils? Pens? Yeah. My brain doesn't brain. Like, if I was well, I am alone, but if I wasn't like filming and I was thinking and everything, I would be thinking normally. But put the camera on, start filming, and I just jibber jabber. It's yeah, exactly that. You do need to make sure you've got enough water on your brush, because well, with any watercolour you need that, but I do notice the struggle starts as your brush gets drier, so I do keep just squidging it a little bit, because this is a large area for a small brush. It's not ideal. Just a minute, I got quite a lot of over here. Right, let's finish this off, shall we? Sorry to go into like 2 different pages in the same video, but like I said, I didn't want to not test it and leave you with an unfair review of these pens. This isn't a review video, but you know what I mean. It wouldn't have been right. too much water there, but that will do for spreading it out, I think. There we go. So right paper, right outcome. That's all I can say about that. Ooh. Yeah, I haven't used the fine liner end of these because I do have a fine tip, but you never know, in the future I might. I don't know if I'll be buying any more of these anytime soon, but like I said, right paper, right outcome, so never say never. With that, I think, is probably the best way to say it. And I keep dropping things today. So yeah, let me just bring this up so you can see it's fine. We're all good. So I'm going to end this video here. And yeah, hope you have fun colouring until the next video, which will be completed pages. Yeah, always look forward to that one. Until then, goodbye.